And go ahead, Michelle, thank you.
Awesome. Okay. So just come to stand. We're going to tip the body over to the right. Let the hands dangle as you come forward, over to the left, and then stand up and just a little back bend. Just warming up. Going over to the side and arching back. Up to the front, over to the side, and arching up. Just let the upper body dangle. And one more to the side, up to the front, over, and switch directions. Other way, to the front, and side, and back, and over to the side, front, opposite side, back. We're just letting the upper back warm up. Last one, to the side, and forward, and side, and back. Awesome. Make sure you're not going to hit the wall. Nice big arm rotations to the back. You can bounce in between. And coming forward. 3, 4, last one. And then you're going to take your hands to your hips and you're going to draw circles, pressing your hip into the 4 corners. And switch directions. One more. And then we're going to come down to our mats. Find a flat back, feet are bent, and you want them quite close to your bum, and they should be straight out from your hips, not wide. So you'll have to do this a couple times to find out where you need your feet, but we're just going to do some bridges here, just to warm up the lower body. So, tucking the pelvis first, you're gonna squeeze the legs, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the abs, and roll up, and then curl back down. So you should feel every single vertebrae individually peel off of the mat, and then you should feel them return to the mat as well. So we're not picking the body up all as one unit. You should be curling up and curling down. Really squeeze the glutes, the thighs, core is engaged. And let's speed this up, up, down, down, and up and down, down, up and down, and up and down. Last one, up and down. Okay, so we are setting up for our dead bugs. Tabletop, arms straight up. We go over to the right and come to center, and left and come to center. Keep going. We have 10 of these today. And over and to the right and up and to the left and squeeze over and return and to the left and return. Keep going. You can obviously make this harder by going lower on each side, closer to the ground, and seeing if you can stabilize yourself out to the side. Make sure that your knees are not creeping in towards your chest. Keep them out in that nice 90-degree angle. And make sure your whole body is moving as one unit. Last one to each side. And to the center, and over, and back up. Keep your legs there, or up into a pencil. Reverse curls, we have 10, and we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Try to control the up and down. 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Excellent. Stay there. We have our double Ds. We go down for 2, open for 2, close for 2. Down for 2, open for 2, close for 2. Keep going. Really reach the legs out as you lower them, and then reach them out to the sides, and then squeeze to come back to center. Core is engaged, back is glued to the floor. We have 4 more. See if maybe you can let the feet go a little bit closer to the ground, and up, and down, and open, and close. 2 more, and open, close, and down, and open, and close. Excellent. Come on up, infinity abs. Make sure you're sitting nice and tall, right on those sits bones. Feet are directly out in front of you. Hit the pelvis, curl into the back so you're in a nice C with your body. The lower back you go, the harder this is. If you want to push yourself, lean back a little bit further. And we go to the right and left, and right and left. Make sure it's only your upper body moving. We're twisting at the waist. That's 5, we're halfway there. And 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, last one, and 10. Excellent. Go ahead and choose a side to come down to for our accordion. So you're on your arm, hips are stacked. If you need to, you can bend that bottom leg. Upper arm is behind your head, and we are engaging the oblique muscles, trying to pull the hip bone to the rib cage by going up sideways and bringing the knee to the elbow, or bringing the elbow to the knee. And 3, and 4. We have 8 of these today. Climbing that up to 10. I've lost count. Let's do 3 more. 1, and 2, and 3. Excellent. Come over to your other side. Laying down, stacking the hips. Bottom knee can be bent. Arm goes behind the head, and you lift, and down, and lift, and down. 3, and down. 4, and down. Make sure you're going sideways and not front. 2 more. And down, and up, and down. Excellent. Go ahead and stay here. Make sure that if you need to reset your stance, you do so. Stacked right on top of each other. Come up onto your hand if it's comfortable, onto your elbow. Both legs are nice and active. We're pushing through the heels, and we're going to lift our top leg up and squeeze, and up and squeeze, and up and squeeze, and up and squeeze. Try to keep the movement the whole time, using the muscle to bring the leg up, and then creating that invisible resistance to squeeze the leg back in. So try not to use momentum to bring the leg up and down, or like a rebound at the bottom to get it to go back up. Really get the muscles engaged. We have 25 of these. And up and down, up and down, and up. 10 more, here we go. Up and down, really squeeze, and down, and push, and down, and up, and down, and squeeze, and down. 5 more, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, last one, and down. Excellent. Go ahead and come on to your other side. And we will repeat that on the other side. Really stack up nice and straight. Both legs active, pushing through the heels. We lift and down, and lift and down, up and down. That's 4, and down, and 5, and down, and 6, and down, and 7, and down, and 8, and down, and 9, and down, and 10, and down. Keep it up. Make sure that both of your legs are still active. Tummy is tight. Upper body should be nice and relaxed. And make sure that you're breathing. Don't hold your breath. And up and down. We have 9, and down, and 8, and down, and 7, and down, and 6, and down, and 5, and down. Push yourself. 4, and down, and 3, and down. 2, last one, and up and down. Excellent. Okay, from here, go ahead and take that front leg, tip it up to the front, and you can either lay down or you can stay up. We're lifting our inner thigh, the bottom leg, so flex the foot, and we lift and down, and lift and down. We have 25 of these as well. Really push through the heel, stretching the leg away from you as you lift it up, and then squeezing it up. Again, we're trying to make sure that we are in constant motion here. So lifting for 2 and lowering for 2, and down, and up, and reach. Really make sure that that bottom leg is nice and engaged. Thigh squeezing, kneecap is up, pushing through the heel, and up. Keep going. And up and down. We have 10 more. And 10. And 9. And 8. And 7. And 6. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. Last one. And up. Excellent. Go ahead and switch to your other side. Stack up first. Make sure that you're nice and on top of the hips. Front leg comes forward. And make sure you're not allowing your body to come forward as well. Just because the front legs come forward, you still want to be on that side body, whatever the leg on the bottom is. You want to be on that side. Flex the foot, and we go up and down, and squeeze, and down. Really give it best effort here, squeezing the leg. Maybe even adding a little extra squeeze at the top, and up, down, 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Keep it up. Really press through that heel. Squeezing the leg. Make sure it's really active. Pressing through the heel. Trying to keep the leg moving the whole time. It doesn't come all the way down and gets a rest at the bottom. It should be active the whole time. And up. And squeeze. 5 more. Up and down. And squeeze. And down. Up. 2 more. Last one. Excellent. Go ahead and come up to stand. We are going to do 30 plie squats. So set yourself up, make sure that you have your proper starting position first. Legs are nice and wide, your hips are as low as you possibly can get them, and the feet are turned out, and the knees should be right over the ankles, and then you stand up. Tuck the pelvis, squeeze the glutes, and we go down and up and down and up. Make sure you're getting all the way down as low as you can before you engage to stand back up and down and up. Keep going and up and down and squeeze. Remember, we're in between those 2 panes of glass, so our body cannot go forward or back. The only option it has to go straight down and back up. We're squeezing to stand. And you can even think about pushing the hips forward a little bit. Once you stand up, make sure your glutes are nice and active. We have 10 more. Down and up and down and up. I lied. We have 15 more. And down and up and down. Now we have 10 more. We got this. 10 and 9 and 8 and 7. Really squeeze. And 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. And down, up. Excellent. That is day 16. So if you need to go, thank you very much. We will see you tomorrow. If you would like to stay, you're going to come down onto your bum, placing the feet out in front of you. Make sure you're nice and set up straight on your mat. You're going to take one leg, cross it over the other, and then you're going to lean over to the side, and you can tuck that other leg in as well. Try to get this top leg as close to your body as possible. We're going to pull the knee in towards the chest while trying to keep that sits bone really, really down on the ground here. And we're going to rest here for just a second. And when you're ready, you're going to take the opposite arm to the leg you have crossed over. On the other side of that knee, press up first before you twist. So we're twisting towards the knee that you have crossed on the top. If having the bottom leg tucked in doesn't work for you, you can do this with a straight leg as well. That's not a problem. And you're going to come back to center, straighten that leg if you have it bent, and uncross the other one. Make sure you're nice and set up straight to begin with. Take the other knee, bend it up and over, and then if you want, rock over to the side, tuck that other knee, but then make sure that you are back on both sits bones. Take that top knee, pull it into the chest, sitting up nice and straight to begin with. Take a couple breaths here. And then you're going to twist towards the leg. Opposite arm goes on the other side of the knee. And we're lifting up to turn. Try not to collapse here. Pressing up. And take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, unwind, straighten that bottom leg. And then you can come down onto your back. Legs are straight out. Pull one knee in towards your chest. We're going to take it straight up wherever you can grab on. Maybe behind the thigh, maybe on the calf, maybe you've got your ankle. And just flex through that foot to begin with. And then you're going to slowly start taking it across your body to the opposite side without allowing that opposite hip to come up. So the leg that's crossing the body, that hip should be nice and glued to the floor. And then come back to center, bend the leg. You're going to then come all the way over, knee touching the ground if you can. Your upper body should be facing the ceiling, so make sure that your shoulders haven't come up off the ground. You're still squared off to the ceiling. And then come back to center, straighten that leg down. Go ahead and pull the other knee in. And straighten it up. Grab wherever you can, flex the foot, and then slowly start taking it across the body, making sure that that hip does not come up off the ground. Should get a nice stretch here. Come back to center, bend the knee. Lower body can come off the ground now as you twist over to the side. Upper body should still be facing the ceiling. And exhale, come back to center and just rock yourself up. Come over onto your knees. Sit back into a child's pose. This is our last cool down. And then you're going to take the hips over to one side and walk the body opposite side that you've let your hips come off of. So if my hips are going to the right, my upper body is curling around to the left. And then slowly walk back to center and bring the hips into center and go the other way. Hips off to one side, upper body is kind of walked over to another side. One deep inhale and exhale back to center. Excellent. Okay, day 16 is done.